Smart VALOR, it's a digital assets exchange, 18 months in the making. How does it really work and what can be traded on it?
Well, it's basically an exchange for cryptocurrencies and other asset-backed tokens. We are launching now with initial offering of 9 crypto fiat trading pairs. Major 2 currencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, will be offered in 4 fiat currencies, and people can buy and trade through brokerage or exchange via the bank wire or credit card.
Your eventual goal is actually to move into, say, security tokens. So what kind of tokenized assets are we really talking about here?
Well, basically, those can be shares in the companies, in the tech companies, blockchain companies, AI companies. There are also a lot of tokens today backed by real estate, and there are also, of course, tokens backed by funds. So all of this tokenized space, this is coming, and it's just a question of time.
Switzerland is often seen as crypto nation, or it likes to position itself as that. And even in Crypto Valley, it's home to over 800 blockchain firms. Why are we only just seeing now a digital assets exchange?
Well, it's a very good question. And, the answer is actually that technology behind the custody and exchange for cryptocurrency is actually not that trivial. And to build up this kind of, secure custody for all these digital assets, it's significant investment. And also on the regulatory side, it needs a quite close supervision.
You claim to be the first, in fact, in Switzerland and Liechtenstein to have this digital assets exchange platform. But in fact, if we take a look, are you late to the game? Because right now, all around the world, there is already exchanges up and running.
That's true. Well, statistically, there are around 2,000 exchanges, right? But if you look at, how many are licensed, secure, compliant, basically 90% of exchanges, you don't even know where they are, right? And there was a recently report of Bitwise for Security and Exchange Commission, which came to the conclusion today there are just 10 exchanges that are compliant, legal, and safe. So I think we're not late to the game. The digital asset space is just coming to its life, right? The growth rates are amazing, and there's a lot of business opportunities on this side.
What will really change with the introduction of this exchange, do you think, adding it to the blockchain ecosystem here in Switzerland?
Well, look, it's for the first time that investors here can invest and store these digital assets on one integrated platform. Until now, there was no exchange that was providing both, trading and custody. And custody is actually quite a tricky part. To most investors, they don't want to really deal with storing their private keys. And also us, we are also not doing it ourselves, right? We partnered with leading providers of security technology in cryptocurrency space, Bitcoin and Ledger. This is not something that you can do with 10, 20 million investment. It's a very, very intensive, resource-intensive technology. And that's our approach.
Banks are also part of this, and we're seeing a very interesting scenario emerge. On one hand, some want to stay away from the crypto scene and are quite hesitant in getting into it. On the other hand, some are actually investing into the space, but through VC firms. Tell me what is really going on here.
Yeah, so that's absolutely right. I mean, it's a very special relationship. On one side, banks need to mitigate risk, right? It's all about compliance, and of course, in cryptocurrency space, there is a lot of unlicensed, non-compliant activity, right? So on one side, yes, banks are shutting down accounts of blockchain companies, but on the other side, for banks, DLT, decentralized ledger technology, is one of the most important innovations. And they, of course, don't want to miss on it, right? But the expertise to invest in this space, this is not, something that probably every small bank or even average bank will be likely to develop. So this is what we are seeing. Also with us, it's the same. VI Partners just recently invested in Smart VALOR. And if you look at the shareholder structure of VI Partners and VI Incubator, venture capital incubator, there is Credit Suisse, Zurich Cantonal Bank, and other leading brands behind it.
So SIX, operator of the Swiss Stock Exchange, they're also getting their foot into the space. They're planning to launch a platform to trade digital assets as well. So how will you stack up?
Well, I think it's completely different business. You see, SIX is basically Börse, stock exchange, right? And it's institutional play. Their customers are institutional customers, as banks and asset managers. We are more like retail business, right? Our customers are people like you and me, right? Maybe wealth managers, but it's like, surely we will also have some customers on the institutional side, some banks, but this is not our only target group.
And Olga, you've already got 5,000 people who already have signed up to use the trading platform you're offering. What would be your target?
Oh, well, you know, of course, millions and millions of customers, right? But I think we are very much blessed that we're launching an exchange now as a bear market in crypto markets is coming to an end. The halving event next year, where Bitcoin supply halvings by 2 is coming up. So this will drive, you know, the price dynamics in crypto markets. And basically, you know, this is an amazing time to start also for people to get involved, especially now and here with us, as we are offering for the first 3 months, the account's completely free of charge. Quite a luxury and unusual thing in a country like Switzerland.
Thank you very much, Olga.
Pleasure.